This is the main Rendi dashboard. And as you can see, it already has a command within it. This command generates a GIF from an input video. And it is exactly the same command text as it should be with a regular FFmpeg command. The only difference is it is reformatted so it could fit right into a JSON. I'm going to press send here, and this will send the command to Rendi. Rendi gives us back the command ID so that we could poll for the status of the command. So this is the same command ID. It's already pre-inserted into the dashboard. If I press send, we will see that the command actually finalized, and this is its output. So if I copy this URL to a different tab in my browser, we can see that the GIF is generated. Now, the reason it's working through polling is because this command was fast, but many times the command can be much slower if it requires a lot more processing or something more heavy going on. So Rendi offers us this ability to run a command and later on check on its status, and when it's ready, use it. Here we have different examples of how to use the FFmpeg and how to run it on Rendi. For this demonstration right now, what we're going to do is we're going to combine images with audio to create a video. So here we have already a command created for taking 3 images and an audio file and combining the images in a loop with the audio in order to create a video. What we're going to do now here is we're going to copy this JSON. We're going to put it into our Postman. And Postman is a regular RESTful client which you can use to send commands to APIs, to RESTful HTTP APIs. A few things to notice here. These files are stored on storage Rendi. Now, for this demonstration, I want to store at least one of the files on Google Drive and show you how to use it. So actually, I've already created Google Drive with a file in it. So we have the Neon Lights MP3 here, and hopefully you can hear it now when it's gonna play. Okay. We're gonna use this file. We're gonna copy, we're gonna share it, copy a link, and this is important here. It has to be accessible to the public. So Rendi has to get this file and download it. So in order to do that, you have to make it a public accessible file. I'm gonna copy the link. I'm gonna put it here into my in-audio1 file. Okay, and I'm gonna run the command. Now we got back the command ID. A few things you gotta notice here is that this is a post command. This is the URL that we're sending the command to, so it's API rendi.dev version 1 run FFmpeg command. And the 2 important headers to notice is, first is the content type, which is application JSON, and the API key, which is the API key from the dashboard. Now, actually, you can always go back to the dashboard and you will have your API key, but also down below where the sample command is, you will have in the header section the API key and the content types. You can always use that as a reference when you're doing your own thing and you're running the command from wherever you need it. And by the way, this UI here in the dashboard is also a regular RESTful client, so you can always use this to run your commands. It will work for whatever you try as well. Now let's go back to our Postman, and we have our command ID. And let's poll now for this command using a poll command request, which is a GET request to api.rendi.dev version 1/commands, and / we're gonna add here the command ID of the new command we just ran. And again, it's important to notice we're using the XAPI key here, and you can always find it also the example in the dashboard, as well as the examples, as well as the documentation examples. I'm gonna press here send. And here we have the output file created, and here is the storage of it. And let's copy this into the browser. And this is the output video with the interchanging images. Because this is a RESTful API, you can actually connect to it from everywhere. You can use Make, Zapier, N8N, your own code, Postman, Rendi's UI dashboard where you can run those commands in. Everything, every place that can actually send out a RESTful request, you can use in order to run FFmpeg commands. And you can use publicly accessible files, media files, that will be stored anywhere you like. It could be on Amazon, it could be on Drive, it could be in some CDN you're using, it could be in a file storage you're using, wherever, as long as it's publicly accessible. Now, we also have a webhooks feature, which you can find in the configuration section, where you can insert here your webhook URL, and you will get, and wherever the webhook is will get notified whenever a command is finished, be it successfully or not. It will get a notification saying, hey, the finished command, and with all the details that you need, just like the polling.